So I've been talking a lot about how our behaviors are being observed by our kids, particularly our children on the spectrum, how they're modeling that behavior. What is important for us to understand is that they are always watching, they're always listening, they're always observing, and they're always absorbing. Yes, they're doing all of those things. Just because they're on the spectrum does not mean they're not noticing things. They are, but they're in their own special way. Hi, I'm Farah Danish, your Autism Family Coach. I have a very interesting story to share with you all. Recently, I have been very mindful not of how I am with my child on the spectrum, but also with my other kids and other members of the family, right? So it's not about being mindful about my actions and my tone with my child on the spectrum, but also with the rest of the family. So I started becoming more mindful with how I spoke to my husband. I became very mindful about how I spoke with my other children, my daughter particularly, because her needs are different. I've got 3 boys and a daughter. So my daughter has different needs than the boys do. So I make sure that I treat her differently. Now, the interesting thing to notice, so the interesting point that I'm trying to make here, and a very important learning for you, is that what my child on the spectrum, my teenage child on the spectrum, picked up from all of this. I would go in the mornings and very gently wake up my other children in a way that my older kid, my oldest child who's on the spectrum, can see how I am waking them up. So I would stroke their hair, give them a little bit of a gentle massage on their head, speak to them softly, and rub their backs while waking them up. Instead of walking in and announcing that the morning has happened, I changed the tone of the routine, the morning routine, of being more gentle in my approach, if that's the right word to use. And so what I noticed is that after 3 or 4 days, to be precise, I walked in and I saw Suleiman, my child on the spectrum, waking up his brothers the way he had observed me waking them up. And I thought that was just so beautiful to see that, because he was gently stroking their hair, patting them, and gently waking them up, because they hit the gym before they go to school. And so he was like constantly reminding him that we have to go to the gym, we have to go to the gym, we have to go to the gym. So unlike me, where I say a couple of things and then walk out, he kept at it. Probably because of his condition, but probably because, at the end of the day, he knows he's the older brother and he bears some responsibility for their actions. Not that we've ever blamed him for anything they do, but he just took it upon himself to gently wake up his brothers that way. And I just thought that was something very interesting and worth sharing with all of you, that your child on the spectrum notices when you treat him or her differently from the other members of the family. So, and vice versa, other kids do that too. So I do get a lot of queries about people asking that, how do you work with your neurotypical kids and your child on the spectrum, because their needs are so different. True, they are different, but there are some basic needs which should be consistent for all of them, regardless. And just how your neurotypical children pick up on being treated differently, your child on the spectrum also notices that. So, hope you learned something from there. And yes, do let me know if that was helpful. Thank you, and please subscribe. Take care.